And welcome to Saturday Night Futsal here down in Port Kennedy. We have Furia Futsal Club taking on Rockingham Cambio Cumbre. And then going through the lineups for Cumbre: Nestor Fonseca, Reed Thompson, Lloyd Allen, Stefan Couzette, Ben O'Brien, Brock Newton, and Raymond Blauberg in goal. And then for Furia, Yeti Ung, Amir Ali Azimi, Kilian Peru, Danish Tafiq, Sashlin Nadasan, Daniel Scambaluri, Charlie Margiotta, and Blake Levin and Marcel Ryan. And then keeping up with futsal around the league, so Perth Alliance are still leading Andinos at Spearwood. Score is a 5-2 currently to South Perth Alliance, and one team benefiting hugely from that result is the Arkham Eagles, who do, if Andinos do lose tonight, Arkham Eagles will have sealed their place in the playoffs. So we'll definitely keep checking between those two results tonight, but focusing here. Not sure what this delay is about. And game gets underway now with Furia having the ball. Azimi trying to beat Couzette with a run. And Furia just keeping good possession now. Looking to go long, hits the hand, but it's by his side. I apologise quickly for the miss saying that it's finals. Playoffs are for the teams who don't make finals. Fonseca finds Couzette. And both Allen and Fonseca leave it, and it results in a Furia side ball high up the pitch. Laid off, hits, deflection, but it does roll to the back post, and Blauberg covered well. The quarterfinals are top 4 from each group, and we'll have a look at the standings in a moment. Fonseca looking for Thompson up the pitch, but it goes to Couzette nicely. Back out to Allen. Allen to Fonseca. Fake the back roll, but goes to Thompson anyway. Over to Allen. Allen trying to go down the line, but his touch takes it a bit too far. And looking for the flick down the line for Azimi, but just not there. And then from Group 1, Cumbre leading at the moment with 13 points. An Alliance with a win tonight puts them up to 13. Level with Cumbre, and there's Courgette right at the back post. Lovely ball down the line by Nestor Fonseca to find Stefan Courgette at the back post and unmarked. And he's put it away nicely there. We've seen some big misses from positions like that, but Courgette makes no mistake. And going back to the tables, Cumbre in first. A win tonight for them leaves them first. And then South Perth Alliance in second place currently, but a win for them and a loss for Cumbre couldn't result in the table switch there, with Alliance coming away with first place. Furia in third, so getting a win tonight for them will put them just into second place, providing Alliance lose, but with a 5-2 lead. SPA look to hold that one out, and then the Eagles just below them in fourth on 7 points. Only a point above the Andinos, but a draw for the Andinos will see them through. A draw for the Andinos will see them through to finals, but with the score currently 5-2 to South Perth Alliance, we look to see the outcome of that fixture. And then in Group 2, International have won that group with 18 points. Cobras with a game in hand, only on 12, so they have second place pretty much wrapped up unless Baraza have anything to do with it, who are on 9 points in third place. And Coburn Wolves on 9 points themselves, so that's the top four making finals for Group 2. So congratulations to International, West Coast Cobras, Sterling Baraza Jinga and Coburn Wolves from Group 2, but it is all to play for in Group 1, which is where we are now. And Thompson just about, he put Ang to the floor, and all he had to do was complete the ball roll and it just went away from him. And Fonseca, very, very tidy footwork there. And one rolling foul going against Furia there, with the referee bringing back the rolling foul, so that will result in a foul each. So no, that will result in 2 fouls, and here's Allen with a lot of space. All he might have had to do there was a ball roll, but instead had the shot, and Ang blocks well. Great technique there from the keeper with that 5-point block.
But include the numbers for Furia.
Courgette going back to Allen. Fonseca going through for Fonseca, but Ang was off his line as well. Quick, Safiq. And back post, and just over the bar. Not a great connection there from the Furia player. And Courgette taken out from behind, and no free kick given by the referees, and unhappy to collect. Going long, looking for Peru. Peru, lovely footwork there. Tafiq trying to go down the line. Courgette blocks. And going back over to Lakelands. Andinos score another 5-3, the score there. And then Andinos scored again to make it 5-4. But SBA found another goal, and 6-4 is the current score at Lakelands. It's a very interesting game going on there, but don't change the streams. There's a very good game going on here between Furia and Cumbre. Thompson, good touch, finds Allen, looks down the line, and the back roll ball still stays in. Furia happy to progress the ball, and it does slip away there. Down the line. Good ball to find Newton, and Newton returned it to Fonseca. Now switches it over to Thompson. Thompson to Allen. Thompson's away. Good checked run and loses his mark. Newton looking to reverse it. And Peru missing the touch. It's now Fonseca. Fonseca goes back to Thompson. Fonseca. Good switch. Finds Allen. Allen has a hit. Easy catch for Ong, and it Ong's throw just away from Tafiq. And a huge goal down at Lakelands. Andinos find another in this wild game. 6-5 the score. Even a draw will see Andinos through. Currently 4:50 left on the clock down at Lakelands. Good clearance there, stopping Newton getting on the ball. Newton, ball rolling. And refs call a foul. Good touch brought down. Switching the ball to Tafiq. Tafiq has the line and he takes it. Ball stays in. Goes to beat Fonseca, does, and it hits off Blauberg back into Tafiq. Azimi battling well with Thompson, and Thompson comes away the winner of that and shoots across goal, and just unable to get anything away from it. Newton lost the ball. Tafiq switching it well and looking for the over the top there. Trying to hit the ball over the top there was Margiotta. Tafiq, having no options, has to hit any. Blocked there by Thompson. Good block there by Margiotta. Allen, little body feint. Fonseca Up top to the target, Newton lays off for Fonseca. Fonseca into Allen. Allen can cut back, but good block there by Margiotta. Left for Fonseca, and he has a hit, and just over the bar there, not troubling on too much. Good block there, and Allen looked to keep running. Margiotta, Azimi. Azimi drifts inside, plays wide, looks for the return. O'Brien clears. Azimi. Good block there by Fonseca. Goes back. Azimi receives once again. Tries to switch it. Blocked there by Newton. O'Brien switches to Allen. Allen tries to go down the line and good block there by Ryan. Blauberg. Blauberg over the top. Straight to Ung. Ung finds Azimi. Finds Ryan. Margiotta. Azimi. Margiotta. Ryan, back to Margiotta. Ryan, over to Azimi. Good ball to Levin, and Levin just trying to chip it away over the head of O'Brien, but just not working out there. Margiotta doing well. And Levin cutting inside beautifully and just about beating Blauberg, but Blauberg down well to his right-hand side to put it away for a corner. Levin blocked there by Fonseca. Levin blocked then again by O'Brien. And a good block again there by Blauberg. Couzette doing well, still got it, Couzette. Blocked by Margiotta, but it falls Ryan's way. And Couzette winning once again. Ryan coming out the winner of that one. And Fonseca doing well. Oh, Fonseca chip over the top. Allen, and Allen's touch just away from him. Couzette playing a good ball over the top. Couzette and keeper's ball as his shot flies into the corner. Great turn there by Peru. with Blauberg. Now out to Fonseca. Fonseca to Courgette. Courgette looks to be away and gets dragged back in front of goal. And that will be a booking there. Booking there for Nadasan. And the timeout card coming there for Cumbre, and they will look to set up a nice set piece. What have Cumbre cooked up here? Fonseca over the ball. Thompson just next to it. Goes to the back, and there's Allen! 2-0, and a simple set piece perfectly perfected. Let's have another look at this one. Fonseca and Thompson just lets it go, and Ong just away from it. And in other news, over at Lakelands, 6-5 the scoreline. Andinos only needing a draw to qualify. 10 seconds left on the clock. And Courgette comes away with it here. And a big shot there and a big save from Nadasan. And a huge save there by Renansawang in the Lakelands game. Keeping the scoreline. And finished in the Lakelands 6-5-2 South Perth Alliance. And that solidifies the top four. And that solidifies Arkham Eagles making the top four and making finals. Margiotta beautifully beating Thompson. Keeps going, Margiotta. Into the corner for Ryan. Ryan trying to look for the cutback, and it's off of Fonseca there. Ryan, Margiotta Deflection and Blauberg saving well. Blauberg with the ball. And Peru, it's just away from him. Allen. Cougette. Cougette back rolls for Allen. Thompson. Thompson still going. Finds Allen. Allen to Fonseca. Fonseca sending Margiotta. Thompson, lovely little flick around. And Ong saving well there. Margiotta. Thompson still going with it. Cougette. And Fonseca's just toying with him now. And Ong being forced to use his feet there. As he blocks the pass across from Allen. Cougette on the ball well. Look to turn, blocked by Addison, and now it's Peru. Peru cuts inside. Back roll for Ryan and another back roll to Addison. And a very lovely clearance there by Allen. Addison. Tafik looks for the 1-2, but now it goes Fonseca. Out to Blauberg. Blauberg switching to Cougette. Good block there by Peru. Peru still going, and he has an attempt. Unlucky by him with only 5 seconds left on the clock. There wasn't much other option. Blauberg goes long. Looking for Thompson, and Thompson! Unlucky with just 2 seconds left. Ong, long now. Azimi and Blauberg picks it up. And that is half time. We'll join you just after the break.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week at Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
And Thompson claims handball, but Tafiq happy to get away with it. And Peru, Azimi, back out to Peru now. 11. Good switch now to Tafiq. Tafiq to Peru. Good ball, finds Kuzet. Kuzet with a good touch as well, but losing out to Tafiq and Azimi. Can he have a hit? He does, and not troubling Blauberg too much there. Blauberg. Short for Thompson. Thompson cutting inside nicely. But Azimi with a absolutely brilliant challenge, and there's the goal! Levin catching everyone by surprise there as Azimi with a brilliant challenge allows Levin that chance. Then ball rolls away from him and catches Blauberg with the toe poke, and a good finish and a good recovery now for Furia. Allen over to Fonseca. Fonseca finds Allen. Back to Fonseca. Now Allen's away. Allen cutting inside. Out to Cougette. And now Peru losing out. Fonseca still going. Peru laying off for Tafiq, but there's Cougette and just away from Thompson. Peru. And Peru, just unable to get the flick. And Blauberg putting the ball out of play there, looking for the pass to Cougette. Azimi, shot blocked. Azimi, still going, Azimi. Peru, out to Tafiq. Tafiq can cut inside, which he does, but blocked there by Allen. Thompson, touch a little heavy, allowing Peru the option to go in for the challenge. Fonseca. And Thompson, good touch in front. Thompson looking for the runner Courgette in the middle. Tafik. Back roll to Peru. Out to Azimi. Azimi for Levin. Goal scorer for Furia. Fonseca picks up and counter-attack can be on. Goes to Courgette. Courgette looking at the back post there for Thompson, but misplaced pass there, unfortunately. Levin. Out to Tafik. And there it is, the equaliser! Once again, 11 involved. Setting up the assist this time. As he finds Peru wide open at the back post. A man not tracked is a man eager to score. And Levin, Furia's hope at this point. And Alliance will be very happy with this one, as even a draw results in Alliance finishing at top of Group 1. And Alliance, whose game finished only minutes ago, came 6-5 winners there. Margiotta now. Azimi. Nadasan now. Down for Margiotta. Nadasan. Looking for the switch, and Fonseca collects, and Ung saves, and it falls Newton's way, but he can't turn that one in. Newton looking for the flick through to Allen, not there. Azimi. Fonseca down the line for Newton. Fonseca out to Thompson. Thompson, lovely. Won by Azimi. Tries to go around, but Fonseca's there. And Azimi, can he still go? He does. Has Margiotta, goes for him. Waited at the last second, which was the right option there as he was pressed by two. Tafik still going, finds Margiotta and deflected over. Azimi bringing himself off here, and Peru coming back on. Peru, Margiotta, reversed, and great reverse there from Margiotta. Fonseca out to Allen. Allen can use the line there. Through the middle to Tafik, and it falls Thompson's way. Thompson! And a big save there by Ung, making up for his mistake. Ung, long ball. Guys, Blauberg, now up to Allen. To Fonseca. Left by Allen, and Fonseca. Flicked for Newton. Has the roll off of Allen, uses him, but Furia were watching. Thompson, Nadasan collects. Goes for Margiotta, and Blauberg has to come out, and he finds a good ball to Allen. Allen to Fonseca, Fonseca to Newton. All the way to Fonseca. Thompson. Through for Newton, and corner ball there for Cumbre. For Allen, blocked. Margiotta can run. Finds Peru. Peru, and a good save there by Blauberg. As Peru was in front of Allen, any challenge would have resulted in a card there. That's a good challenge indeed by Blauberg to stop the ball and stop Furia getting the lead. Has the line as Peru left Allen. And Margiotta having a track back in cover now. Nadasan off now. Shot there by Thompson, saved by Ong, but not cleared. And without Tafik there, that's a goal. And Cumbre just not getting much luck in front of goal there. Fonseca to Newton in the middle for Allen. And Ong over the top to Peru. And Peru's away. Blocked by Blauberg well. Tafik over to Ryan. Has Tafik. Tafik looks to flick and it goes Allen. Over to Fonseca. Another misplaced pass by Cumbre. Peru. Tafik. Tafik flicked over the line, but taken away by Fonseca. Peru with a very, very good hit there. Found good connection, but just off target. Great turn by Thompson, and unfortunately can't make much of it. Fonseca over to Allen. Allen to Fonseca. Fonseca straight through the middle to Newton. Goes Thompson. Thompson to Fonseca. Fonseca has the extra, which is Allen! Lloyd Allen with his second goal of the game, finishing perfectly into the roof of the nets. No chance for Ong there. 3-2 now, 6:30 left on the clock. Levin back in now. Ryan. Margiotta. And Fonseca. Allen now. And deflects off of Ryan there. Thompson drifts inside. Has Newton, goes Newton, but Newton's pass just away from Thompson. There is Azimi can break now. Azimi looked to go Margiotta, but blocked by Fonseca. Levin. Deflected over. Straight through the middle and Blauberg collects. Blauberg goes Thompson. Thompson can now counter. And it stays with Thompson. Thompson hits and it's just past the post.
Margiotta long ball picked up by Thompson. Finds Newton, goes back to Allen. Allen still going. Can he get his hat trick? Has this shot blocked by Ung. Margiotta clears. And now Levin with a goal and assist. Can he get another and save Furia here? Falls for Ryan. Levin hits. Ryan still got it, and Ryan trying to get his way out of there, but blocked. Fonseca with a brilliant ball, and it falls for O'Brien, and Ung with a big save there. Levin, great flick through to Azimi. Fonseca wins the challenge. I was about to say foul, but it was not a foul. Goes Allen. Good ball by Blauberg. And deflected. That's a corner now for Cumbre. 4:40 left on the clock. Still time for the Furia fight back. Newton. Goes Allen. And Nadasan keeps it. Goes Azimi, but just out of the way. Fonseca with so much space now. Allen. Toe pokes away, falls for Ung. Now Levin. Azimi switching over to Ryan, back to Nadasan. Azimi. And shot by Azimi, blocked by his own teammate. Peru back to Nadasan. Over to Levin. Levin to Nadasan. Fonseca collects. O'Brien still going. Fonseca. Allen. Puget. Puget strikes him. Good save by Ung, and it stays in play. Nadasan. Azimi. Now Fonseca. Tafiq. Tafiq flicking over, goes Fonseca. And Peru keeps going. Peru and goes out for a Cumbre ball. O'Brien finds Kuzet. Kuzet with space and Ung. Another save by Ung. Long for Peru. Off of Allen. Allen to O'Brien. O'Brien missing the ball roll. Goes to Tafiq. Azimi. Azimi drifting inside. Peru. Azimi! And the double save there by Blauberg was a beautiful good split save, and then a reactionary second as Azimi on the floor gets the flick. Peru Now Tafiq. Courgette now breaks. Courgette hits, saved by Ang. Peru keeps the ball in play, goes around Thompson, but Fonseca's there. Ball falls for Furia now. Peru, best timing! Saved by Blauberg. And here's the timeout for Furia. Can they set out a set piece routine now as the equalizer looks to be on now?
Long ball to Courgette, Ang off his line.
Margiotta trying to beat Allen. Back to Tafiq.
Less than a minute remains.
And Nadasan hits. Ball back to Blauberg.
Long ball. Finds Thompson perfectly. Thompson drifts inside. Absolutely brilliant challenge. Tafiq to Peru.
And Peru hits, but deflected, and Peru now once again. Peru went through the legs of Fonseca. .25 seconds remain, 3-2 the score. Fonseca over to Allen.
Allen long ball away from Courgette.
Tafiq. Peru. Furia needing a shot here, and it finds Margiotta.
But nothing coming from that one.
6 seconds remain. Long ball should come out from Cumbre.
Blauberg, long ball. And that's the win for Cumbre. They solidify themselves at the top spot for Group 1. 3-2, the final score here down at Port Kennedy. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.